Hi, namaste to all. Here I am with a video relating to valuation of shares under yield basis. So this is one of the important question, and similar question may be asked in the exam also. So that is why I am explaining this, and with the help of this question you will be able to understand difference between rate of earnings method and rate of dividend method under yield basis. In yield basis itself we are having two methods. One is earnings, another one dividend base. So yesterday I have explained with the short question, small question. Still some people might not get in one time itself. So I am preparing one more video for them. So determine the value of an equity share of each company A and B. There are two companies, company A and company B, on yield basis or earning capacity or market value, rate of return, whatever may be the name they say, we need to do this method itself. One under rate of earnings, another under rate of dividend. So here we are having the question relating to it. So let us see the information. Profit after tax 1 lakh and 1 lakh for both the companies. 10% preference shares of rupees hundreds. So that is also 1 lakh, and for company B it is 2 lakhs. Equity share capital shares of 10 each, 5 lakhs and 4 lakhs. There is difference between capital. Okay. Here we are having 5 lakhs, here we are having 4 lakhs, and preference share capital also 1 lakh and 2 lakhs. Assume that normal rate of return is 15%, that is NRR we call. Also that the two companies distribute 80% of profits as dividends. This 80% of profits will be used for rate of dividend method, not for rate of earnings method. Okay, in first method it is no way concerned with. In second method that will be useful. So let us see the answer relating to it. So here we go. You may consider it as working note or step 1. Okay, you may consider it as working note or step 1. Here is the solution relating to this. Valuation based on rate of earnings. Either it as working note generally, or else you write step 1, no problem at all. Step 1, what we need to do? Step 1, calculation of expected profit. Expected profit we need to calculate. So how to get expected profit? Profit after tax is given. Profit after tax less, there is no transfer to general reserve, so directly 10% dividend to preference shareholders. We are having 2 lakhs and 1 lakh. In case of company A, we are having 1 lakh preference share capital. So 1 lakh into 10%, it is 10,000 taken here. Similarly, for company B, we are having preference share capital 2 lakhs. So 2 lakhs into 10%, it will be 20,000, which is been here. Okay, from 1 lakh profit before tax, if you deduct the, sorry, profit after tax, if you deduct the dividend, you will get expected profit, that is 90,000 and 80,000 for company A and company B. So our step 1 expected profit calculation is over. Next step, actually this valuation based on rate of dividend will not come here. It is the second heading. By mistake it is been here, print mistake in the textbook. So let us see step 2. This is step 2. What is step 2? Calculation of ERR, expected rate of return. How to get ERR? Expected rate of return is equals to expected profit divided by equity share capital. Please consider paid up only. Paid up. In this problem it is not given, but generally partly paid will be given. So we need to consider paid up share capital only. So expected profit divided by equity share capital into 100. This is the formula. So for company A, what is our expected profit? Expected profit is 90,000 and paid share capital 5 lakhs into 100. 0 0 0 0 get cancels. Here 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 90 is there, 5 ones are 5 18s are, so 18% we will get as company A. Similarly for company B, 80,000 divided by 4 lakhs. 80,000 divided by 4 lakhs into 100. We need to do. I'll just show now. So our step 2, after calculating expected rate profit, we are going to calculate step 2 ERR, that is company A 90,000 divided by 5 lakhs into 100, 18%. Similarly for company B, expected profit 80,000, paid up share capital 4 lakhs into 100, it is 20%. Okay, so this is how we need to do. Simple bus. 3 zeros, 3 zeros eliminated, 2 zeros, 2 zeros eliminated, 4 ones are 4 twos are, 1 zero is left, so 20% you will get. That's it, 20%. So here and see step 2 and lastly step 3, that is valuation of share under earning capacity method. Value of equity share is equals to, this is the formula I am putting in a box. Here is the formula. Value of equity share is equals to expected rate of return divided by normal rate of return, ERR, by NRR, normal rate of return, into paid up value per share. We need to consider this one. Okay, so for company A, ERR is 18% and NRR given in the question is 15. 18 divided by 15. What is the paid up value per each share? 10 rupees. So rupees 12 we have got, rupees 12 as the answer. Similarly we need to do for company B. Let us see. here. Sir, where paid up value is given in the question, I'll show simply. See, each share, equity share 10 rupees. This is NRR 15 rupees. ERR just now we have calculated. So ERR divided by ERR 18 divided by NRR 15, 18 divided by 15 into paid up value 10 rupees. We have got rupees 12. In scanning, rupee symbol has become Z. Okay. Company B 20% ERR, 15% NRR, paid up value 10 rupees. So it has become 13.33. This is based on earning capacity. This is based on earning capacity. Next, our question was based on dividends. This has been replaced. Actually, it should be add down. Valuation based on rate of dividend. Here, valuation based on rate of dividend. I said this in this question. This 80% will be useful for second method based on dividend. So profits available for dividend should be taken. So for that purpose we need to calculate value per share under second method, is valuation based on dividend rate. Okay, profits after dividends to preference shareholders. In earlier we have did profit after tax, PAT, minus preference dividend. After that we have got profits available to equity shareholders, that profit 90,000 and 80,000. Out of this 80% profits available for dividend to the equity shareholders. How much profits they are going to distribute as dividend? 80% they said. So out of 90,000 we need to take 72,000. Okay, this is the step 1 or working note 1 you can call. Profits available for dividend. Out of 80,000, 80%, 64,000. Then we will calculate expected rate of dividend. Previously we calculated expected rate of return. Now we will calculate expected rate of dividend, that is ERD. Expected rate of dividend is equals to profits available for dividend divided by equity share capital into 100. Simply before we have taken profits available to equity shareholders. Now out of that how much we are going to declare as dividend, that profit only we will consider in the dividend rate method. Okay. So profits available for dividend 72,000, 64,000 for company A and company B divided by respective capitals 5 lakhs and 4 lakhs. Let us see step 2 here. Expected rate of dividend, this is your step 2. If we present as a stepwise, answer will be looks good and we can score good marks, because you are in semester system where grading is there. Grading, everyone will do the problem, everyone will solve the problem. But presentation matters, how best you present, because your A can become O if you present better. So presentation also important thing. How best you present, that depends upon how best you have practiced, how much you have practiced. By seeing at the question itself, you know how to do the answer, but how well you present that answer, there makes the difference. Company A, company B. For company A, first we will solve profits available for dividend 72,000 divided by share capital 5 lakhs into 100, it is 14.4. And similarly for company B, 64,000 is profits available divided by 4 lakhs is the share capital into 100, 16. So this is 14.4%, this is 16%. We need to write percentages, they didn't write, you need to write, because rate means in percentage we need to denote. So next is nothing but your expected rate of dividend, that is 14.5 divided by your NRR 15 into paid up value 10 rupees per share will give you value per share. Let us see that in the next step. Here is the calculation based on earnings. This is step 3, value per share under dividend rate method. Under dividend rate method, formula will be expected rate of return. Instead of return, you can rate of dividend you write, that will be most better, because we are doing in dividend method. Expected rate of dividend divided by normal rate of return into paid up value of each share. So company A 14.4 divided by 15 into 10, 9.6. Company B 16 divided by 15 into 10. There may be a question, which company is better? Which company is better from the investor point of view? This company is paying dividend 9.6 and this company is paying 10.6. So which company you will prefer? Will prefer the company B, because its dividend rate is more than the company A. There may be a question like this also. Whereas on the basis of rate of earnings, from the company's point of view, earnings point of view, not based on dividend point of view, company A is earning 12% and company B is earning 13. So here also, which company is better you prefer? Company B is performing better than company A. Why? Means company B has preference share capital higher than the company A in this situation, and that is the difference between both the companies' performance. Okay, so if in depth that question if I asked, then we need to do it. Is lastly there is one more method called dual method. What is dual method? Dual method is nothing but it is simple average of intrinsic value plus yield value. Simple average means intrinsic value plus yield divided by 2, you will get dual or fair value. Dual और fair value. सर एक एग्जांपल के साथ बताओ. Okay, I'll tell with one example also. Not only that, okay, first let me finish this. Here is the question relating to dual method. Ascertain the fair value also known as or dual. Dual means two. Dual value on the basis of net assets, that is intrinsic 125, value based on yield 140, paid up value per share 100. This is not at all required for the calculation purpose. No need to take this thing. Okay, what is the fair value formula? Fair value formula is equal to fair value equals to intrinsic plus yield divided by 2. What is the intrinsic value? That is net assets 125 plus yield 140 divided by 2 means 265 divided by 2. In 200 off is 100, in 65 off is 32.5. So answer is 132.5. This is how it will be done. There is one more easy question, that is here. Just now we have done similar to that. Ascertain the yield value of share of Sudesh Limited. Average rate of dividend declared by company. Average rate of dividend. Rate of dividend is how much? 20. Normal rate of dividend declared of similar company, that is your NRR, normal rate of return, 15%. Paid up value per share is 10 rupees. So here expected dividend rate divided by NRR into paid up value per share. Paid up value per share, so equals to 20 divided by 15 into 100, sorry, 10. 10 is the value, it will be 13.33, your answer. Very simple. If you remember the formulas, you can do this method. And question number 5 is similar to question number 4, which we did before in the previous video. It is similar to Question number 4. Here, from the following particulars, calculate value of an equity share. They have said 10,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each 1 lakh. Profits for the last 3 years 70,000, 60,000, 80,000. If you do average 70 plus 60 plus 80 divided by how many are there? 1, 2, 3. So 3. I am going for simple average because first year profit from first year to second year it is decreased. Here it is decreased. From here it is increase. When profits are increasing and decreasing, we will do the simple average. You will get 70,000 as average profit. 70,000 as average profit before tax or after tax, whatever maybe we will see. It is the practice of the company to transfer 20% of profits to reserve. The similar company quoted stock exchange yield 15% on their market value. This 15% is nothing but your NRR. So 20% is nothing but transfer to general reserve. So it is similar to earlier question we did, fourth one. Yesterday in video I have explained. Similarly we need to do average profit is 70,000. From that we need to transfer to general reserve 20,000. Sorry, 20%. Is it 20% given? Right, 20%. So from average profit, expected profit, how you will get? Average profit minus transfer to dividend, sorry, general reserve. Here 70,000 into 20%, 14,000. Remaining is your 56,000, that is your expected profit. Expected profit divided by paid up share capital, that is 56,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100. You will get ERR, expected rate of return, as 56%. Okay, NRR is 56% divided by 15% into 10 rupees paid up value each share. There you will get value per share. So do it by yourself. You'll get the answer. Don't worry about it. So I am completing the short questions also in this video itself. There is one more question here. Question number 3. We will finish this one also very quick. From the following balance sheet of X Limited, find out the value of each share. When balance sheet is given, we need to go for net assets method. Net assets method or intrinsic value. Fixed assets 9 lakhs, investments 80,000, current assets 1,60,000, preliminary expenses we should not take. And share capital reserves, profit and loss account will not be considered. 6% debentures, current liabilities will be considered. So total assets is how much? Total assets 11,60,000, but we should not consider this 20,000. So your total assets is equals to 11,40,000. From that, outside liabilities, total liabilities, outside liabilities is 2 lakhs. So you will get how much? 11 minus 2 means 9,40,000. Number of shares, how many number of shares we are having? Total paid up share capital is 4 lakhs. Each share is 10 rupees. So 4 lakhs divided by 4 lakhs divided by 10, 40,000 number of shares we will get. So 9,40,000 divided by 40,000 will give you the answer as 23.5. Please do by yourself. Here I have completed the third question also. These short questions may be asked for 5 marks in the exam. So as I usually end the video with a motivational note, which generally the sir whom I follow, he says, सीखना बंद तो जीतना बंद. तो सीखते रहो जीतने के लिए. जय हिंद.